Well, keep in mind, I got comboed into death, but this guy somehow died twice. And I'm not sure how. Because the first time, he also got killed by Zora Magdaros. Like, Nergigante wasn't even spawned yet. I know why I died. I don't know why he died. I'm actually okay with the shared down system. I don't mind that. Oh yeah, I know Nergigante got him on the second death. I want to know how Zora Magdaros got him on his first death. As I said, I know what happened to me. I don't know what happened to this guy.
Nergigante got him.
No, on his first death.
Oh, probably got the same thing as you. If it was his first time ever.
The first time he'd only just jumped on, though.
Yeah, he probably got cat by the core that you land next to.
From full to zero, though?
Oh, yeah. If you don't have fire resistance, like, that shit'll fucking one-shot you. Especially if you haven't eaten beforehand. Huh. Yeah, Yugi, it could be interesting. I'm just trying to think.
I'm not expecting much out of Star Fox lately. Like, I don't know if they'll do another one at this point.
Yeah, with the last one, they kind of screwed the pooch.
I thought the last one was okay.
It was alright, but I mean, like, a lot of the endings closed off things they can do. They sort of wrote themselves into a corner.
Well, they wrote themselves into a corner when they originally sealed Andross. That doesn't seem to be stopping him.
No, but I mean, like, they actually wrote canon endings.
Yeah. But, I mean, you know. The next game doesn't have to be storyline, because I don't think anybody cares about the Star Fox storyline for the most part. What they care about is playing the on-rail shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, I love Star Fox, but I don't need to know if he gets married to Crystal or not. It's not important to me.
No, I need to kill the Tobi-Kadachi first.
Okay, then I'm gonna go hunt another one of these. Actually, you know what? I will tell you the one thing about Star Fox that I care about at all. The one. And there's only one thing. Was that his dad or just an illusion? That's all. That's the only thing I care about.
It was obviously a hallucination by Aperoid infestation.
Just, he was what, so stressed out?
He was so fucking blazed.
He was so blazed. But see, Yugi, that specifically is not Star Fox. So all of a sudden, we're going in a non-Star Fox direction. Star Fox is an on-rail shooter. We can leave it as such. That's all it needs to be. Like, you can't go, oh god, do you remember, do you remember, Adventures, god, that sucked. And then go, but let's go let you explore. Oh, mission menu? I mean...
So you have, like, some missions where you're on foot doing recon.
I think he's just saying that he would like to just choose which planet he goes to instead of being on a route.
Oh.
Which, you know what? If there's a free mode like that, fine. But I think it should still be on route. Because that's kind of the point. I mean, free mode's cool, but...
Yeah, the whole reason for the routes was because, like, you were tracking a guy. So, obviously, you want to be pushing forward, and it was all about picking which route would make the most sense to you.
Well, not only that, but also it's a high score thing. Like, the idea is, do you choose to, you're going for the most kills. So, the question is, do you choose to do the riskier go on Corneria that would make you fight the harder guy, and also you had to do that really kind of obnoxious water skiing section, Or do you choose to go the normal route, but now you can't get onto hard mode, which has more people?
Hey, I got something to say.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to Corneria. I like swords. Welcome to Corneria. Swords. Welcome to Corneria.
Yeah.
I like swords.
Yeah. I need to go read that again.
I'm sad that it's finally over.
It's been over for years.
Yeah, I'm still
It's
sad
been over for
finally-
more than a decade, I think.
I'm still sad it's finally over. It was grand.
It was.
Let me
Sword,
put my
sword
a-hole
shucks
in
and
the
everything.
hole.
But Black Mage, you can only use that attack once per day. Why would you tell them that?
Man.
Just... Wait, if you're the white slave and he's the red slave, does that make me the good night, everybody? 8-bit theater, yes. So, in comparison to the last run, in this run, I've been in the game for less than 3 minutes. We've already killed 2 magma cores.
Sounds like someone has dual blades.
No, because they were both me.
Oh.
I'm carrying a dragon weapon, and Zora Magdaros
that
is
would
weak
do
to
it.
that.
Oh,
I mean, prequel is updating, but I'm reserving judgment.
hey, you gotta read Making a Cat Cry, The Adventure.
I have. I'm reserving...
Katia is the only Khajiit I like.
Look,
because she's such a useless piece
she's
of
such a
art.
useless, yeah. Well, my issue with it is the same issue I have with a different comic that I'm not going to name.
I know what she did with the yo-yo and the pineapple.
The problem I have with it is that, yes, it's updating, but nothing is happening.
I know exactly what she did with the pineapple and the yo-yo.
I have my suspicions, and I don't want to know anymore.
It was nothing vulgar. It was actually a really impressive state of blending.
Oh, okay.
She did a walk the dog so impressive that it coiled around the pineapple and blended it into a smoothie.
Yeah, but the story is outright said it was sexual.
No, it's suggesting because that they're trying to make it seem like that's the only thing she's good for.
It's outright said it was something sexual.
Well, she was naked when she did it.
And we also know that Quill Weave was watching it and had some very interesting dreams afterwards. It was sexual. Don't pretend it wasn't.
Why, you've never seen a sexual smoothie?
Not that would make a lesbian Argonian blush like that.
It was a really sexual smoothie.
Okay, come on. Let me break this before I have to go fight Nergigante. Come on. Let me break it before I have to go fight Nergigante. Come on! Let me do it! Come on! Yes! No, I didn't. Okay, I was close. Yeah, I have a slight issue with the comic because it doesn't... They're not doing anything. The story is not actually progressing, even though the updates are happening. And there's another comic that I'm following. As I said, I'm not going to name this particular one, but there's another comic that I'm following which updates every 2 to 3 days. Nothing is there's no storyline being advanced. Like, there's nothing is happening in this story.
I think I know what picture you're talking about. I had the unfortunate case of seeing it myself. I don't like house pets. VG Cats is kind of funny, but the guy like never updates anymore.
Like one of the ones that I read all the time is Schlock Mercenary, which everybody should read, by the way.
Girl Genius is pretty good.
I've heard good things. I need to go read that. I've heard very good things. Okay, Norgigante, let's do this.
I don't know. I just don't like the. I just don't like the art style as well as the story itself. It's kind of meh. It's not really my cup of tea, man.
I suppose there's a lot of comics right now that are storyline based that for some reason are just stalling and not doing anything with their story.
Like one thing I like reading is Least I Can Do, and that's because it's literally updated every day for the past like 10 years.
Like I'm one thing about Schlock Mercenaries, it's updated every day for I think it's 17 years now.
That's
I don't know.
impressive.
It's some very, but the point is, it has kind of consistently the story has continued. So there's been an ongoing, like, grand story arc that the story is still continuing.
No. I know One Punch Man had atrocious things, but like its original art was atrocious. But it's because the story was so good
Yeah.
that it got the attention. Like it's one of those things where you don't have to be the best artist to make good piece of art.
Actually, One Punch Man's actually its art's actually pretty decent.
No, it's original shit. Like
Oh.
it was fucking atrocious.
Like I just watched One Punch Man recently.
No, I'm not talking about the show. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the original online comic it's based off of.
I didn't know it was based on one comic. I have to go look that up. We're literally just standing here on Zora Magdaros because we've broken everything and have nothing else to do.
Toby Kadachi, come here so I can fuck you up. Stop running. I have your medicine. Not actually medicine.
When you have several high-level people with high-rank weapons attacking Zora Magdaros... Like, we've broken everything. We're just waiting for him to get into position so we can start the cannons. Hooray! Final skirmish. Okay, where is the boat?
Over here. Hold nothing back.
Okay, is the Dragonator ready?
Hold nothing back.
Ooh, Toby Kadachi did not like that.
Did he
The
not?
wyvern shot right down its throat.
Nice.
It has no teeth anymore.
Let them start doing their thing, I guess. I can't go back up there? Aw. There's a ballista binder up here, wasn't there? I'm pretty sure I saw one.
Just one. And it's on the
Yeah, I found
west
it.
side.
I was gonna say, there's no possible way I missed that. Okay, is the Dragonator ready? Yes, it is. Swing! Okay, 36,000 damage. That was not bad.
3,600.
That too.
1,000 would be pretty fucking huge, man.
That would be pretty epic. Yes, I do read Manly Guy doing manly things.
Another kind of funny online comic is sequential art. Although I think that artist also does porn.
I remember
Well-
reading that a while ago and just never got back into it.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I forget about and I read when I remember the name.
Okay, where's the harness so I can get back up? I don't know what to do with myself. Good news is we have epic music, so I mean, apparently we're doing well.
Yeah, that means you've basically won already.
Yeah. Medivh, do you remember how you get back up?
Yeah, you ride one of the bird thingies.
Oh, there it goes. Okay. It wasn't giving me the option. I want to see if I can break his nose.
Little fuck.
Zora Magros still isn't weak enough.
Oh no, Zora Magros isn't weak enough.
Bitch, he's fucking...
He's fucking beaten already. Come on.
Everything you've got.
Oh no, the barrier is taking damage. I really want to know if it's actually possible for him to break the barrier and how
It
long
is.
it actually takes.
It is.
It is?
It's just you have to actively be doing nothing.
Ooh, hey, we got more ballista binders over here. Run all the way back over here to, you know, find a freaking ballista.
We have an emergency.
We have an emergency. All the way over here. Grab the ballista, shoot him. Run all the way over here. Oh, he broke loose. Oh no.
Hidachi, you better be going for a nap, because otherwise I'm going to kill you. Like, it's not even me being mean, I'm just straight up gonna kill you, because I'm too good at murder.
I'm too good at murder.
So I would highly suggest you go take a nap.
You don't have to worry about it, Yugi.
Okay, good. He got murdered. Or he got captured. Oh, that was
Need
my
more
wrist.
ammo. Apparently there's more than just 2 shots of binder, because we've bound him 3 times. Oh, we just beat him.
Hidachi scale, membrane, scale, electrosac, herbosphere, atmosphere, bitterbug, monster bonnet, medium, bitterbug, mother, oh my god, so many items, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, at this point, you've basically done all the basics. Why not transfer back to your main account so you're actually building a better gun?
Because I'm going for armor, too. I don't know what female armor...
Holy shit!
What?
3 gems.
Congratulations.
Like 3 of them. Jesus.
Yugi, I wish I could get a donation train.
Yeah, by all means, if you want to somehow start a donation chain with like the 3 people in this room, one of which is me, one of which is Medivh, you go right on ahead.
See, I need one of those trains.
I wouldn't mind. If it wasn't for the fact that I finally am getting the severance thing, I would be very, very in trouble.
I'm glad you got that.
Dude, you have no idea how annoying this series of events has been. Like, I mean, got the job, which is finally good. I think I haven't even talked about it on stream yet. You know, got the job, and then I actually, so this is the fun part. So I haven't gotten the paperwork for the severance thing, and so, you know, barely terrified I wasn't going to get it. So I called them and said, hey, look, you know, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Can you give me some details? You know, sure. Okay, what's the address you have on file? They gave me the address. Okay, I haven't gotten it yet. And other people got it 5 days ago. And the problem is, next week, I have to leave town so I can go do training for my new job. And I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks. And I said, look, can you email it to me? And then I will sign it and fax it and send it back? They went and checked and they could do that. Well, it turns out if they didn't do that, if you don't send back the paperwork in the first 45 days after you leave, you don't get severance at all. So if I had not called them and got them to do this, I would have lost my severance.
Mm-hmm.
So just, like, complete stupidity.
Welcome to business.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still curious where the letter is that I was waiting on. I have one of these, right? Do
But
I have
yeah,
one of these?
in my case, I'd be streaming right now, but unfortunately, my internet is kind of wonky and it can't handle a stable connection. It used to be fine, but about 2 weeks ago, it started acting like shit. So I can't stream, so I can't receive donation trains. But unlike Nye, streaming is the only way I bring in additional income if I, because outside of school, I'm actually on disability. I'm legally not allowed to work. Yeah, in my case, so I legally cannot work due to anxiety issues. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm self-diagnosed through WebMD and I can't work because it stresses me out. No, in my case, I have full-blown panic attacks and shut down and have to be hospitalized due to my heart beating too quickly. It's basically like spooking a rabbit. If I'm in a situation that I can't see an escape, I produce too much adrenaline and my body starts shutting down. So I'm not allowed to work. But streaming, on the other hand, I can turn it off at any time, so it doesn't trigger me for my panic attacks. So yeah. Well, Yugi, I don't even joke about minor panic attacks. Any panic attack is a serious one in my eyes, because if you're having it, that means you're in a situation that you need to get out of. End of story.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's me. I'm just a cluster.
I'm very glad I haven't had to deal with that.
Yeah, they're not fun.
I think I've gotten close once or twice, but
Everyone has. And it's not something I would wish on anybody.
hey, come on, give me the ancient bone. That's all I need.
Overheating can cause them, yeah. I do understand that.
I think for me, the only times I can think of is when I was at work and situations were rapidly, like, going out of control.
Yeah.
Like, the only times I've ever had to kick someone out of my store, and it was, like, situations that I was, like panicking about, because it's like, oh shit, if this doesn't, if they don't say yes, where do I go? What do I do next? This could go violent. What the hell's gonna happen? Considering I have been robbed at gunpoint, it was one of those, like, yeah, this could end terribly.
Please don't shoot me. We're a game store. We don't even have a lot of money in the till. People pay by credit more often
Oh
than
god.
not.
Okay, you have you heard this story of that robbery?
No.
You're gonna
But,
love. Okay, you're gonna love this. So
Jack in the Box is a terrible place, and it's full of horrible people.
So we're working one afternoon. It's middle of the afternoon, and I worked at, this was a very, very slow store in general, so not a lot of people. So we're right across the street from a Walmart. I'm working in the back of the room, just talking to a customer. We're at the back of the store, and I'm just recommending some games. And then I hear my associate, who is talking to this customer, comes in, trying to see if he needs anything. He says no. She goes, cool. Leaves him alone. But I guess she saw some, like, suspicious behavior. And so what we do when there's suspicious behavior is we just go and talk. And just say, hey, how you doing? And we just make sure it's clear that, hey, we're in the area. You know, we're kind of, you know, in this area. Just kind of be aware that we're here. So she goes and checks with a second time, and the dude apparently freaks out because she's talking to him, pulls a gun, and then has me, my associate, and the 2 guests go to our back room.
Lovely.
Keep in mind, we have full, like, plate glass windows in the front, so it's not as if we aren't still visible. So I had just finished taking in my shipment for the day and hadn't had a chance to put it away before the guests came in, so there was just 3 Xbox Ones sitting right next to me. So he has his gun on us, and he turns and goes, okay, give me an Xbox One. I said, cool. Reach down, grab an Xbox One, hand it to him. And he goes, okay, I want a PS4 too. Great. Well, the problem is I have to go to the back room, like the further back room where Cage was. And, you know, he can't see me there. So he's, you know, doing the usual thing. Don't make any moves. Don't try to do anything. The problem is I have the store phone on a clip on my hip, which he can see. So if he loses sight of me, there is a chance that, you know, I could call someone. So he's kind of concerned about that. And, you know, I'm not going to do anything because I'm not going to risk people's lives trying to do something stupid. So I'm not going to do anything. So the problem is that the two guests was a husband and a wife, and the husband was being a moron.
Oh.
So he is constantly talking to the robber. Keep in mind, we're under gunpoint. But constantly, hey man, hey, you don't need to do anything. You don't need anything. It's cool. It's cool. He's gonna go get you he's gonna go get you the thing. It's cool. Just calm down. No, it's cool. You don't have to worry about it. At the exact same time.
I just have one thing to mention.
Yeah.
You live in America.
I know.
You got a lot of fucking retards.
We have a lot of retards. But, so he's constantly talking, but that wasn't necessarily the problem. The problem is, while he's talking, his wife is talking to him with, hey, you don't need to rile him up. Please don't rile him up, honey. Honey, please don't do that. Please don't.
Well, she was smart.
Well, yes, but the robber was standing right there while she's saying it.
Yeah.
So,
well, honestly, like, she's still doing something better than him. He's directly talking to the guy. She's trying to say, shut the fuck up. This has nothing to do with us. Shut the fuck up.
Right. But the problem is that she starts arguing with her husband, who starts arguing back with her.
Oh, God.
So the entire time, I'm sitting here trying to get this guy out the door as fast as humanly possible, and they're putting this guy in a position where he's going to get nervous. And you do not want a nervous armed robber.
No, obviously not.
Now, keep in mind, so I think the guy was taking cues off of me, because the entire time I'm doing what I should be doing, which is very clearly telling this guy exactly what I'm doing at all times. Okay, I'm walking to the back. Okay, I need to walk over here to grab this system. You can come over here so you can see I'm not doing anything. You can see I'm right here. I'm just bending over to grab this system, not putting my hand anywhere. So I'm just narrating so he knows what I'm doing. So he doesn't have a reason to be worried. Now, what made this hilarious, and I didn't notice this until I went back and watched the video. So, I gave the guy 2 systems, right?
Yeah.
How many hands does he have?
2.
So what I didn't notice is that when he grabs second system, he grabs it in the same hand he's holding his pistol in, so the pistol gets pointed at the ground. So, if one of us was absurdly stupid and wanted to risk something, we could have tried to then attack him, because now he can't get his pistol, because it's pointed at the ground. Now, none of us did that, because that would have been really stupid. But, you know, it was just kind of that thing that I noticed after the fact, like, this guy was really a moron. Now, what I ended up learning about this is that this guy tried to go to the, Walmart across the street and rob them first. And so he walks in, and as he walks in, apparently he noticed that there was actually a guy who was already on the ground being tased as he walks in. So apparently at this point he decides that, okay, maybe I shouldn't rob Walmart right now because the police are already standing right here. So then he comes to our strip mall. And first he goes to look at the, I guess the beauty store down the row, sees cameras there, and decides, okay, I don't want to rob here. Then he passes us, keeps going, and goes to the shoe store next to us, sees too many people in there, walks back again, decides to rob us, and as he's leaving, there's a police car right outside because there's an officer who was buying stuff at the GNC right next door. So we had instant police presence. The guy got caught literally the next day.
That's hilarious.
Unfortunately, him getting caught is not a happy story because he actually ended up killing people and then himself. But the guy got caught literally the next day.
Did you get the Xbox and the PS4 back at least?
We got the Xbox and the PS4 back, yes.
That's all that matters.
Now keep in mind, they were covered in fingerprint dust, so I had to clean that shit off. But we did get the Xbox and the PS4 back.
But they weren't opened?
Oh, they were. I don't know. I don't understand the exact story. Either he opened them or the police had to open them to try to dust for prints.
Makes sense.
I don't understand the exact story of how it went down, but we did actually
holy
get back.
shit, these gloves are making my life so much more pleasant.
Which gloves?
The Kulayaku, whatever the fuck, gloves when carrying eggs. You move at almost full speed wearing them.
Yugi, if you're talking about Hand of Fate 1, hardest difficulty is Warlord. If you're talking about Hand of Fate 2, there is no difficulty setting. That I recall.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that he killed people as well as himself, but at the same time, Darwinism at its finest.
Yeah. I think what I want to say, it never happened. Like I got robbed once in 8.5 years. So it didn't happen. Yeah. And then, like, in general, people didn't bother us. And what I would like to say, I don't know how true this is, but I'd like to say is because we gave them a really good environment and you don't want to rob or fuck with the store that you like.
Yeah.
So I'd like to say it that way. But, what pisses me off is literally the very last week that we were open, I had to kick 2 people out of my store. Or one group of people and then 1 person. I had not had to do that in 8.5 years. Never happened. And the last week.
It's kids these days are fucking retards, and they probably saw the closing soon signs and they thought they could get away with shit.
No. It's story time now. You gotta hear this shit. Because this is the stupidest shit.
Is it the one with the guy who, like, removed a tag from a hat in the same room?
Yeah, okay, so you heard that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't told this one on stream, though, so I gotta tell these stories.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So, first of all, we had these 4 kids that came in on a regular basis, and they caused problems. So, the first time they caused a problem specifically with me, they came in the store and were asking me about trade-in prices. And keep in mind, I understand, not everybody's happy about trade-in prices. But what they specifically asked me is the trade-in price of a really old shooter, a shooter that's been out for about 5 years now. So when they asked me the trade-in price, I said, okay, trades in for about $3. So what they decided to do is they decided to assume that me saying it trades in for $3 means I sell it for $3. So they immediately left me, went to the wall of the games, grabbed the game, pulled down, and said, hey, this isn't $3, you lied to us, you're lying to... And then started making a huge ruckus. And I was having none of their shit. So I didn't kick them out, but I made it very clear, you're not gonna fuck with me like this. So apparently they then came in another day with my assistant manager and caused his problems and actually yanked money out of his hand. I don't understand the full details of exactly what happened, but I do know that they actually pulled money out of his hand for some reason. Which, with this guy, you don't do that. So he told him to leave. So one day, midweek, the week that we're closing, these 4 kids come in again. And I knew who they were, and I knew they were going to cause problems. And they weren't even dealing with me. They were dealing with someone else, a borrowed associate from another store who was helping us close. So these kids come in. They're obviously under legal age, and they try to trade in some games. And and the problem is, this is company-wide. But at the very least, in our parish, which for those who don't know, New Orleans, a parish is the same thing as a county. It's just religious. In our parish, you must be over the age of 18 with a valid ID to do a trade-in. It's the same thing as a pawn law. It's the same requirements. So, but some people like to argue the point with us because they decide if they complain to me about it, that I'm going to suddenly change my mind. So they start making a ruckus about it. And so when the associate would not allow him to trade in, the kid immediately points to me and says, but he said I could. Keep in mind, at this point, I'm paying attention to the conversation because raised voices. And I said, no, I didn't. Yeah, you did. No, I didn't. I can't do that. It's a law. I can't change it. No, you told me. You remember it was last week. No, I didn't say that. Yeah, you did. Don't you remember? You were here. We were talking about this last week. No, I don't remember you. Yeah, you do. You remember me. We were talking. No, kid, I don't remember you. Yeah, you do. Now you're lying about this. No, kid, I don't remember. This went on for about 3 or 4 minutes of him repeatedly accusing me of lying and me saying, no, I don't. And then he accused me of lying about just not remembering him. He goes, wait, you recognize me though, right? No, I don't. You recognize me? No, we had this conversation the other day. No, kid, I don't remember you. Yeah, you do. I came into... No, kid, I don't remember you. I see hundreds of people a week. I don't remember you. So kid's making a big ruckus.
Mm-hmm.
So, call me a liar, and then storms off. Now, because he's causing this much of a ruckus, and because at this point I remembered him, not the conversation he was talking about, but that these kids come in all the time and make an issue. So I start paying attention. Directly across from my cash wrap on the far wall is a section of... Yugi, the old joke in my store was that I was always right, even if I was wrong. My associates had to learn about this joke. So right across from me, across the wall, is our apparel section. So we have a lot of geeky shirts, hats, shit like that. So they're hanging around and they're starting to grab things and messing with things. So not only am I paying attention to them because they're being assholes, but now they're actively messing with stuff on my wall, and that concerns me. And all of a sudden, one of the taller guys reaches up to the top of the, I don't know why I just did that. The top of the display and grabs a blue Wonder Woman knit cap, like a beanie. Puts it on his head and starts walking around. Now, I thought, okay, could be a legitimate thing. He might actually be intending to buy that. And he's just trying to see how it feels. It's cool. You know, this is New Orleans. It's warm. He wants to make sure it's not too warm. Not bad. So the kids start coming back and start harassing me again. And at this point, I've had enough. So I make it very clear, first of all, to the main idiot that no, I'm not taking your trade-in. I don't care what you say. And if you keep on yelling at me, I'm not going to deal with you anymore. Then immediately I turn to the kid who has the Wonder Woman beanie on, point to the beanie directly, and just asked him, are you going to pay for that? Now keep in mind, I very specifically did not accuse him of stealing it, attempting to steal it, or anything like that. All I said to him is, are you going to pay for it? This is important because, you know, we don't accuse people of stealing.
In fact, it's the same for any sort of service job. You can't outright say, are you going to pay for that or whatever. You can only make suggestions like, are you forgetting something? Would you like me to bring that up for you? Like, you can't outright say you're a thief.
Well,
but yeah, continue.
Asking if you're going to pay for that is one thing. Saying, hey, are you trying to steal that is something else. I can ask him if he's going to pay for it.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I was telling them, you're going to leave. Finish your transactions. But this kid decides that he's hot shit, so he tells me, no, I came in with this. So I immediately step out from behind the counter, storm across the room, and pick up the tags for the hat that are sitting on the ground. Turn to him, and keep in mind, I still have not accused him of stealing, and say, I outright saw you put that on your head and take the tags off. Are you going to pay for it? Kid realizes that he's been caught, takes the hat off, throws it on the ground. I immediately grabbed the hat, turned to them and said, okay, all of you guys can leave. Wait, what? Why do we have to leave? Because you guys are together. No, we're not. And at the same time they tell me that, the other two turn to the guy and start berating him by name for always getting them thrown out of places. So no. We don't know him. We just know him by name, and he does this to us a lot.
It's like people are retarded or something.
It's, yeah, like, oh, okay, the associate does not understand what's going on. So then I tell him I want him to leave, because at this point, I just don't want them in the store. Like, they're causing problems, they attempted to steal something, I don't want them in the store anymore. Well, apparently, the main kid, the one who's been causing the biggest issues, has decided that I am not allowed to kick them out. Like, it's not something I can do. I don't have the ability, according to him, to force them to leave. So first, I try to be nice about it, and make it very clear that I do. I kind of do have this ability. I am allowed to. I am the store leader. And I tried to be nice about it and just, I am allowed to do this. It's something I am allowed to do. I don't like to do it, but I have to do it. No. You can't do it. You don't own this store. I don't own it, but I kind of run it, so I'm kind of allowed to do this. No, you're not able to do it. So he has kind of decided that this is not a power I have, and that by insisting this, he can make it real. So I turn to my associate and tell him to call the police. Apparently the kid thought I was joking or something. Like, me outright telling my associate to pick up the phone, call the police, and my associate picking up the phone and starting to make the phone call. That's not real. Like, that's not something that's actually happening, evidently.
If I don't believe it, it's not happening.
So it is not until my associate is giving the address and describing the kids that these kids decide that, oh, apparently this is happening. And they leave. So, first of all, first time I've ever had to kick someone out.
Kids are retarded.
They were. And there's so much I would love to say about it, which I'm not going to say. But these kids are stupid as hell. So the second one was even worse. So, big dude comes in, and he, I have my blast weapons, and I'm trying to decide if I want to build a blast set of armor. Dude comes in, big dude, tries to trade in with me some Nintendo Switch accessories. Cool, why not? But, when you get typically an electronic, or like kind of the low-end electronics, you've got the box, but inside the box is a plastic mold that holds the item carefully.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Okay,
Yeah.
So I am not allowed to buy anything from you if it, Yugi, the alpha system is you get a couple of items, you get a couple of abilities, but it's not customizable. Beta is you get the main skill and a gem slot to customize further. That's
There's
the
also
difference.
a slight cosmetic difference.
Yeah, and a slight cosmetic difference. So dude comes in and he tries to trade in some Nintendo Switch accessories. Now, 2 of them are in that plastic mold, but not in original packaging. They have been opened. So I can kind of take them. One of them I can't take because it literally is still in packaging. And I tell him, look, I can't take this because it's still in packaging. I'm not allowed to take it. Oh, I'll just open it then. I still can't take it even if you open it. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Oh, okay. I'll just come back later. I still can't take it. I'm sorry. It's just not something I can take. Oh, why not? We're just not able to take it like that. I apologize, man. We'll, try me another time. Alpha is harder skills. You can still get the same skills on beta that are on alpha, but beta gives you the customization. You can still get the same stuff. In fact, you can actually make beta better than alpha.
Oh, yeah. Although sometimes some of the alpha things will have the main skill up a second level as well.
Yeah, it's possible. But you can get second level gems, so
Yeah.
your mileage may vary.
Continue.
I'm looking at stuff real quick to see what I want to make. So, dude takes... So I told the guy I can't take it. Dude takes it back and, kind of puts it away. I said, okay. Continue the transaction. So, we get to the end of the transaction. We're done. I don't have to deal with this dude anymore. Because I'm already feeling kind of sketchy about this guy. There's no reason for you to have 2 of the chargers he had, because the charger is for the Switch plus 4 Joy controllers. There's no reason for you to have 2 of those. Trade in 2, fine. Dude leaves. I'm like, okay, that was weird, but I don't have to deal with him anymore. I'm not worried about it. Let's just kind of move on. Well, dude comes back later. And he comes and he says, hey, do you remember I was here earlier? Sure. Yeah, do you remember what happened to that charger that you said you couldn't take? Yeah, you put it back in your bag. Well, I don't have it. Okay. Yeah, so I think I left it here. Okay. Did you see it? No. Well, did someone take it? They might have. Oh, well, can I get another one then? No. Why not? Because it's got nothing to do with me. I didn't make you leave it here. I can't watch your stuff for you. Well, do you have a way of knowing if someone took it? I can look on my cameras. Okay, can you do that? Sure. Looked at my cameras. Lo and behold, I see him put it back in his bag. I told him that. He said, okay. So then he decides to ask one of my associates, can he plug his phone into our wall and charge it? Generally, we'll charge your phone for you, sure. If you need to make a phone call, if your phone's dead, cool, we'll help you out. But the place he decides to charge is right next to my cash wrap, where a lot of high-cost things are.
Mm-hmm.
And he just stands there. Just standing at the edge of the cash wrap. He doesn't walk around, he just stands there. So, once again, I'm really like, okay, this guy has given me an extremely not good vibe. So I make sure my my assistant manager knows. But at this point, I need to take my break. So I go to the back, think about it for a second, and I just go and I sit on the cameras. I don't take my break. I just sit on the video cameras and watch. And lo and behold, I see him try multiple times to get around behind the counter. Thankfully, my assistant manager was on point, knew what was up, and then stopped him from doing anything. So, generally, we were pretty good. Dude leaves, doesn't get anything as far as I'm aware, but then I start getting curious. Well, a couple days later, he comes back and starts trading in some Nintendo Switch controllers this time. Plug-in controllers. But they're kind of in brand new condition, and the wires for these controllers are still wrapped in twist tie. Generally a good indication that they are not, you know, they were stolen from somewhere. So while the guy is doing his trade, I start doing some inventory checks to see how many of these are we supposed to have, how many do we have, and also have I shrunk any out recently, like have any gone missing. Lo and behold, every item he's trading in has gone missing recently. So, you know, naturally I'm like, okay, you know, dude bro is here and he's taking stuff from us. I can't accuse him of anything, but I can watch him a little bit more closely. He does his trade-in, and he tries to trade in an Xbox One that his friend has. And hey, you know, cool. His friend is there with him, and they're trading in together. Great. But his friend's missing a cord, so they have to leave and come back. When they come back, dude is trading in more shit. Okay, I'm watching him. And my associate has to test the Xbox One. Keep in mind, I'm doing some other stuff at the same time. I'm not paying too much attention until I saw who it was. As the guy starts doing his trade-in, I notice that he walks to one side of my wrap. Yugi people did it all the time. We also had a bunch of people that would work at, like, Walmart, and stuff would fall off the truck at Walmart, and they would sell it to us. And Walmart literally did not want to know. Like, it gave them work to actually have to deal with it. So Walmart didn't want to know. It happened all the time. So I noticed that while we're working on the left-hand side of our cash wrap, Dude Bro decides he wants to be on the right-hand side of our cash wrap. So I'm starting to pay attention. And all of a sudden, while I'm not looking directly at him, I hear the sound of shrink wrap crinkling. For those of you who don't know, shrink wrap... Hey, I finally made it happen. Cool. Shrink wrap is the plastic stuff on the outside of video games that you have to unwrap to, not bought back at Walmart, Yuki. They would steal it from Walmart and then come to sell to us. So shrink wrap's that plastic. That plastic makes a very distinctive sound, especially when you're a person who has opened that plastic a couple hundred times. So, I kind of know what it sounds like, and I distinctly heard shrink wrap. I look over, dude is still standing there at the very edge of my cash wrap, and he hasn't really moved much, but he has distinctly moved. I think about it for a second, then decide I want to investigate. So I tell my associate I'll be right back, slip to my back room, and go check my cameras. Go back about 40 seconds or so. Lo and behold, dude, while our back was turned, slipped behind our counter, grabbed a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5, and then that's when I turned, because that's what I was hearing. Then he crossed his arms on the top of a cabinet we had, putting Grand Theft Auto beneath his arms. And then when I leave the floor, he immediately circles around away from where he was and slips Grand Theft Auto into his pocket. At this point, I know exactly what's going on. I have evidence. So I immediately come out, like Wrath of God, like storm out of my back room, point at him immediately. I said, "Where's the game? Where's the game?" That's all I said. "Where's the game?" And he goes, "What game?" I said, "The game I just saw you on the cameras. Go behind my counter and grab." So at this point, he knows what's up. He pulls the game out of his pocket and says, wait, this game? Yes, that game. I can't go back there? No, you cannot go back behind my cash rack. Give me the game. Okay. Okay. And then I said, okay, now I want you to leave. Okay. And he quickly runs out of the store. Keep in mind, when this guy tried to sell me the Switch thing earlier that I couldn't take, he made a very big point of telling me that, oh, no, this is mine. I didn't steal it. Yeah, I know that. That's cool. I can't take it anymore. So this guy outright knew that he was caught and that there was nothing he could do, that he couldn't argue that it was over. Dude did not come back in. But this pissed me off. It was the second time in 3 days I had to kick someone out of my store. It was so stupid. And what was really funny is I had a manager from a restaurant who heard the entire thing, comes over to me right afterwards, and then claps me on the back and says, "Nice catch." But oh my god, it was stupid. Like, I don't understand, you know? I don't understand the concept, first of all, of, like, act innocent. Dude, I caught you stealing. I caught you. Like, but also to try to pretend that it's anything but a theft, you know? Like, his friend looked at me to see if I was gonna kick him out. I didn't kick his friend out. And then dude sat outside the window watching the store for the remainder of the transaction. Obviously together and trying to see what I would do. And that's, like, those are the times when I was having that kind of, like, not as much panic attack, but kind of, like, really intense anxiety, because it's... Right, Yugi, exactly. It's, this guy's in a corner, I have backed him into a corner, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna get violent? Is he, is he going to start causing problems? Or is he going to just cop to it and just leave? And that's the problem. You never want to be in that position where someone is desperate. But in a situation like this, someone could have gone desperate quickly. Those kids could have gone to a cop and said I was, being abusive, or I was being discriminatory. This guy could have said much the same thing. And even when I have evidence of it, they could still cause a major issue. Yeah, total thing. Uragaan, you stay over on your side of the room, buddy. I'm not going to bother with you. Don't bother with me as I'm attacking this blast asshole.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. Why did you just aggro Uragaan? Why did you do it? Why did you just piss Uragaan off? Please tell me you saw that, Medivh.
Oh, I did. But I also blew the crest off an Anjanath with Wyvern Shot.
Nice. But did you saw the Dodogama just piss off the Uragaan just now?
Yeah. They're kind of retarded. There's no nice way of putting it.
I need their parts for blast stuff, so... I mean, keep in mind, Yugi, even if it's less intense, like, that's shit you never want to get involved in. Yeah, well, lucky Uragaan decided to leave instead of making me have to deal with him. That would have been unpleasant. I mean, supposedly you can be killed in the second 60-second countdown that can cause problems, but I've never had it happen. Yeah, I hope I got the Dodogama stuff I need. Ooh, apparently I broke his head.
Nice.
Ooh, and got the non-elemental boost skill. What the hell is that?